What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another haircut tutorial. Your friend Con Chun, recording from sunny California, the South Bay of the Bay Area, otherwise known as San Jose, California. Today we'll be watching a number 3 ball fade. This cut is $30 at the shop, but this client always gives me $60 because I'm very careful and very thorough with the cut, and he takes care of those that take care of him. Barbers, how much are you charging for haircuts? And clients, how much are you paying for haircuts where you live? Right now I'm taking down the top with a number 3, and I'm sure to go in all directions to make sure that I get every strand of hair. And right now I'm setting in the bald line, and I start right at the corner, and I work this all the way a little bit beyond the back of the head. I take it a little bit further past halfway so that when I'm on the other side I can see where to meet the two lines. And I do this in 2 parts so that I prevent the lines from being crooked. When you have straight lines, your blend will look a lot better. Alright, so do this in 2 parts. Meet them in the back of the head instead of doing continuously all the way to the other side. Alright, meet the 2 in the back of the head, and after this I'll open up my clipper a slight bit before I take down the rest of the hair. I do this because my clippers are all the way 0 gap, and when you do cut around the neck right there, you might nick the client because of the angle that you're putting the clipper and the sharpness of your clipper. You'll cut the client. So I just open up my clipper just a slight bit before I take down the rest of the hair. And after I take all the hair down from around the ear, around the neck, I use my Philips Norelco shaver to take it down to the skin. The reason I like those shaver is because it's quiet, it's powerful, and it's smooth. It doesn't pull on the skin, it doesn't pull the hair, and it also blends. So it doesn't leave strong bald lines that are impossible to blend out. These are the Philips Norelco 2100. You can get these at Walmart for about $30. I highly recommend you give these a try. I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed. After that, I spray down the hairline with a little bit of hairspray so that I can comb out all the curls, straighten everything up before I line them up. This helps hold all the hair in place. Alright, sometimes they come with bed head, or they wore a hat and it kind of mess up everything, so straighten everything out with a little bit of hairspray. Right now I start right in the middle. I set my starting point right in the middle, and then I work towards the side that is higher, and in this case it's to the left. And if you notice, I'm face to face with the client, and the only thing that's moving is my cutting hand. Every once in a while I'll move the hand away and I'll check the line to see where I'm at and if it's straight or not. Alright, always check and always resort back to the starting point. Let your hand move, but you always stay in one place. You should really try to get the corners as sharp as you can get it, you know, because the corners will help define your lineup. So you want to get the corner as sharp and crispy as you possibly can. Angle out and away, never straight down, and never worse, never inward. Out and away, and get the corners crispy sharp, y'all. Right here I'm using the Wahl sidekick with the TY blade. It's very good. It's a nice grip in your hand. It's a nice hold. Feels very good. Give those a try too, y'all. And again, I'm right back in the middle, right back at the starting point, and I'm face to face with the client so that I can see the full line. I have the previous line to base off of when I'm cutting the new line. Alright, and then with my other hand, you know, I keep the client in place so that I'm fully in control while I'm lining them up. You don't want the client to move around, so you keep them steady, put a hand on them to hold them in place. Always comb out the hair. If you see that it's not straight, just comb it out, set everything out before you line them up. Again, angle out and away. Never straight down and never inward. And you want to get this corner as crispy as you can get them. The Wahls Sidekick are about $45. The battery life is not as good as the Slimline, but the feel in your hand is better. And because I'm a big fan of the Wahls detailer, these are as close to the detailer as you can get. After I line them up, again I go back and I comb it out to get all the hair that I may have missed, and then I go back and I touch up on the lineup again. This way you keep your lineup fresh and crispy. Now I'm into the blend, the clipper, the magic clip all the way closed, and I'm going up about 1/4 of an inch. And when you get towards the lineup, you want to keep that dark. The reason why I line up first before I blend is so that I can blend within the lineup, so that I can keep the lineup dark. And I'm gonna work this all the way to the other side. And then on the other side right here, I will open up the clipper about 1/4 of the way. And again, I will blend up about 1/4 of an inch. And again, I'll repeat that back to the other side. And then I'll open up the clipper again about another quarter of the way, and I'll repeat back and forth until I'm fully open with the clipper. Alright, go in circular motion to help you blend out the hair and to not create more lines. It's very similar to the C motion. It's pretty much flicking out, up and out, up and out. Alright, so now I'm fully open. I'll work this to the other side, and now I'll brush him down just to get all the loose hair off of him, so that I can check the canvas and see if there's any dark spots that I may have missed, and then I'll go back and do touch-up work before I move on to the next guard. Alright, you want to do touch-up work before you move on to the next guard, so that you know exactly where you're at. You don't get confused. You know exactly what guard to use. Now I'm using the 0 guard, the half guard, the 1/16 guard, whatever you want to call it. It's the same technique, all the way closed. I'm going up about 1/4 of an inch. I'm making sure to leave that spot darker. Alright, and then I'll take this all the way onto the other side, and I'll open up the lever about 1/4 of the way, and again I'll go up about 1/4 of an inch. And I repeat this back and forth until I'm fully open. Then I brush down the hair, do touch-up work, and then I move on to the 1 guard. It's the same step, same technique for every guard. Alright, brush them down, do some touch-up work before you move on. I see some dark spots that I'm going to touch up before I move on. Right there. And this you just have to kind of play it by ear. Alright, you know that you're at the half guard, so just eyeball it and play by ear. Open the lever as you need. And now I'm using the 1 guard, and again it's the same technique. All the way closed, work it all the way to the other side, open it 1/4 of the way, go up again 1/4 of an inch, keep repeating until you're fully open. The higher up you go, the more softer with the pressure you want to be. You want to lighten up with your clipper. Just lighten up, don't press too hard, because you don't want to create more lines. You want to blend out, so you want to be soft and gentle with your wrist, and you want to flick out, up and away. Now I'm using the 1.5 guard. Same technique. The higher up I go, the softer my blend, the softer my pressure is, so that I can blend this out. Alright, and again it's the same technique. You repeat this to the other side, open up your clipper and go up about 1/4 inch. Keep doing this until you're fully open. Alright, circular motion is very similar to flicking out. It's very similar to the C motion. Now I'm up at the crown of the head, and I'm pretty much trying to complete the blend. I'm being very gentle with my wrist. Alright, and you can see the blend coming along. Alright, be light, be gentle the higher up you go. Towards the bottom you want to be tight and you want to press tight to the skin, but as you get up higher on the blend you want to soften up and be lighter with the pressure. And right here I'm going to go ahead and razor him up. Make sure you want to stretch the skin and keep it tight. Alright, you don't want his skin moving around while you're using the razor on him. Alright, the razor is your best friend. It will make your lineup pop out. Alright, so learn how to use the razor. Alright, be sure to stretch the skin. The razor is the detail work. Alright, the trimmer is the rough draft. And there it is, you guys. Once again, I appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you so much. Check out my Instagram at ContourCon. I have more pictures of my work over there. And if you have requests on haircut, just let me know. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. Take it easy.